my ChatGPT. I'm going to use Chat to arrange recipes for me based on what I currently have in my pantry and in my refrigerator. I really want to do a slow cook recipe today. So I have ChatGPT designed to, I have these projects, and the first project I have is for cooking, is crock pot cooking or slow cooker cooking. And what I do is I plug in what I have in my pantry or in my refrigerator, and based on the two basic essentials. So let's say I have chicken, and I also have Taylor Caesar salad. Okay, let me just show you real quick. So I have the Taylor Caesar salad. I have 1.5 pounds chicken. I want Chat to give me a recipe from the Taylor Caesar salad and the 1.5 pound chicken. And I want to do a slow cook recipe today, maximize my costs. So I also give it the price per pound for the chicken and break it down for the price of everything that I have. And I'm asking Chat just to give me the lowest cost recipe available. And this is what it came up with. So I'm going to help you, hand you off over here. This is my computer. I typed everything down in here. I said, create a recipe for the following contents from my pantry and my refrigerator. I will include the price for each to help divvy the serving sizes. So 1.5 pounds of chicken breast. That is 2.99 cents per pound. I have a half a loaf of this fresh garlic bread. I want to split it in half. I'll use the other half later. The price on that is $3.50 for the full loaf. Taylor Caesar salad, I paid $3.50. A packet of good seasoned zesting Italian dressing mix, and I told him I paid $1 for it. Then we have chicken bone broth at $1.55. I actually broke it down by the ounces. And I have fresh Parmesan cheese that I paid $2.89. Garlic powder, 99 cents, basically salt and pepper from my essentials, and my extra virgin olive oil. I have a jar of Alfredo sauce. I said, look, I don't know if it's going to fit in today's recipe, but this is what I paid. It's a $1.59, and it's 15-ounce jar, $1.85, excuse me. And I told them that I have spaghetti already in the pantry. I am going to close the front door real quick. I'll be right back. Move, kitty, kitty. All right, and I hit enter, and we're going to see what it comes up with. 3 recipe options. Okay, we can do zesty Italian chicken Caesar bowl. We can do that. Let's see, I'm going to need my chicken breast, and I'm going to need 1 loaf of garlic bread, Caesar salad kit, good seasonings Italian packet, olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper, and the Parmesan cheese. It's going to cost a total of $11.93. It's going to make 4 bowls, which comes to $2.98 per serving. Okay? And it's going to give me a recipe. So right now it's telling me marinate half the Italian seasoning packet with a 1/4 cup of olive oil, a 1/4 cup of bone broth, a half a teaspoon of the garlic powder, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Coat the chicken breast and then let it stand for 20 to 30 minutes. And by the way, I've already washed my chicken breasts here in the sink. My sink is clean and ready to go. I'm going to do this recipe today. And then it says pan sear or air fry the chicken until it's cooked through and rest it 5 minutes. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to tell it. It gave me 3 recipes. I can do Italian chicken and Parmesan soup. That sounds amazing. You take the chicken, the broth, the seasoning packet, the Parmesan cheese, the garlic powder, the salt and pepper. And what does it say? It says sear the chicken, build broth, add bone broth 3 cups, add half the Italian seasoning packet and let it simmer for 20 minutes. Stir in the garlic powder, salt, pepper, and 2 tablespoons of Parmesan directly into the broth, and finish and serve it with the bread on the side. That sounds really good, actually. Cut the chicken into chunks and brown it lightly in a pot. I might do that, instructions, so that we can make a nice chicken recipe. And then which recipe is best for today? Would you want a lighter and fresh meal? You want a comfort creamy pasta? You want a cozy budget friendly meal? So we might do the Italian chicken soup. That sounds great. So we're going to do that today. And I'm going to follow all the instructions. All right? Chicken bone broth, Italian seasoning packet, Parmesan. This is the chicken and Parmesan soup. Cozy, budget-friendly chicken soup. We're going to do that today. All right, so let's get started then, okay? The total cost for the cozy, budget-friendly chicken soup is going to be $8.24, but I shopped out of my own refrigerator. And it's going to be 5 servings in total, and the price per servings today is going to be $1.64 per serving. What do you guys think about that? Hi, Amma. Welcome. What do you think about, I don't know what that is, but we're just going to keep going, okay? I do have another recipe called Comfort Creamy Pasta Recipe it's offering me. And it's a chicken Alfredo recipe. And it said, basically, it's going to take your chicken, your bone broth, and your seasoning packets. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong one. This is the creamy Italian chicken Alfredo. And yes, it says in big bold letters, use the chicken Italian Alfredo. It's going to want you to do the chicken, the spaghetti, the Alfredo sauce, the Good Seasons Zesty Italian packet, the Parmesan cheese, olive oil, garlic powder, and the bone broth. It's going to cost me $10 in total to prepare this meal, but I'm shopping out of my own pantry. It serves for, and it's going to be $2.42 per serving. What they wants me to do is coat the chicken with the seasoning packet, garlic powder, and drizzle it with some olive oil and sear until it's golden. Pour Alfredo into pan with the chicken drippings. Add about a half a cup of bone broth to deepen the flavor and let it simmer. Cook your spaghetti. Combine sliced chicken and place back into the sauce. Add cooked spaghetti and pasta water and finish that with, top it with some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna tell it real quickly. Okay. I'm going to tell it, remember, this is a crock pot project. Please rewrite recipes for a slow cooker. Let me know what you come up with. Woohoo! All right. Because I'm just trying to maximize out my meals, okay? Let me know what you come up with. Boom. Okay. And let's see what it comes up with. Oh, he's got it. Crock pot only. Hello. Yeah, so he says, gives me once again recipe number 1, recipe number 2 is still creating a recipe. And recipe number 3 I think today I might do the crock pot recipe Italian Parmesan chicken soup. It's cozy, budget friendly, and it says add chicken to the crock pot, the whole, or you can cut it in half. Add the broth, pour the entire broth, 4 cups. How many cups do I have? How many cups are in here? Oh, there's 4 cups. So it already knows. Okay. And then it says pour the entire bone broth container and then add the remaining half of the Italian dressing seasoning packet. Add the garlic powder. Cook on low for 6 hours. Shred it until the chicken is in the broth. Stir in 2 to 4 tablespoons of the Parmesan to make the bone broth richer. And then taste it. And then serve with garlic bread. We're going to do that because my husband's not feeling good today. We're going to make chicken soup. All right? So we are ready. Kings of the Kings, say hi. Hello, how are you, Kings of Kings? Great to see you here. I am making today a ChatGPT recipe. I'm shopping my pantry and my refrigerator. And I'm telling Chat what I have. And I broke it down by price as well because I have a little bit of record of what I bought. And then Chat's going to create 1, 2, or 3 recipes. And these are crock pot dishes. And we're going to see how I can maximize my pantry so I don't have to go shopping today and break it all down and try to save money today. Okay? Money's been tight. So we got to make it work, right? So I added all the contents of what I want to use today in this crock pot, in this recipe, excuse me, my Chat, and then it broke it down. So he came up with 3 recipes. First one was zesty Italian slow cooker chicken Caesar bowl, and he broke it down by price. The chicken Caesar bowl is going to be, let me go back up here, $2.98 a serving, gives me 4 servings. And then he gave me creamy Italian chicken Alfredo. He recommended that I do use the Alfredo sauce. This is going to be about $10 from my pantry. Serves 4, and we're going to be setting this up at $2.50 per serving. I just want to let you know you are very pretty. I don't even know how old you are, but you look like you're freaking 59, which in fact I just turned 60. Thank you. And you're gorgeous. If anyone says anything to you, they're just jealous. Thank you, Jolene. I appreciate you very much. That's a really sweet thing to say. Thank you. But let's continue with our recipes. That is $2.42 per serving. Pretty good, right? Thank you. And I'm shopping my pantry. Thank you for the likes. Next is Italian chicken and Parmesan soup. We're probably going to do that today. The Italian chicken is going to be $8.24, shopping my pantry. And it serves 5, which means I may have leftovers for tomorrow. Pretty good thought. And that's going to be $1.64 per serving. So we're going to do that one. And the way he says is cut the chicken. No, let's go down here. So my crock pot recipe for this is 1.5 pounds of chicken. Already pulled that from my freezer yesterday. I'm going to be using, here we go. 4 cups of bone broth because we're making chicken soup. We're going to be doing a packet of good seasoned Italian mix, which I already have. I usually buy the whole box and they come to like $1 a packet. Okay, $1 a packet. And the seasoning, you just use it as seasoning for your chicken. Hi, Hun Buns. Welcome. I love that name, by the way. And then we're going to use garlic powder, salt and pepper, Parmesan cheese. I always keep fresh Parmesan cheese in the house. I get it from Aldi's. I pay about $1.90 for the little carton of fresh Parmesan. It works really great. And then it says tear a few pieces of garlic toast for croutons. I have this that I got from Costco, and I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to freeze the rest. I'm going to cook for tonight and then cut it up into little slices, and that way my family can have a dipper for their soup tonight. So that'd be great. I'm happy with that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm excited. Let me bring you over here. And see, I just pulled things out of my pantry. So we're gonna try to keep this recipe simple. I've already washed my chicken, and I'm not gonna cut it up. I'm just gonna put the chicken in my slow cooker. I always use a liner in my slow cooker. Grandma, stop washing chicken. I'm gonna tell Mom. How did you know my mom lives with me? Did you know my mom is 90? She's gonna be 92 years old. And she lives with me and my husband. And yeah, she'll be 92 in February. And I just turned 60, and my oldest sister is 65. Isn't that crazy? Like a whole 3 generations in this house. My mom is the silent generation. My sister, she doesn't live with me, but she is the boomer generation. My husband's a boomer, and I'm the Gen X. So I shout out to, yeah, you're great, thank you. Isn't that great? So let's keep going. All right, so I always put a liner in my crock pot. I've had this crock pot since I was married to my first husband, okay? So I've had this crock pot for about 25 years, bro. It's been a long time. All right, so let's get started. My chicken is already washed. All I'm gonna do is put the chicken in here. And I like cooking with these liners because it really makes it for easy cleanup. Hi, is this a cooking channel? No, this is a Lisa lifestyle channel, and I do like to offer you guys my cooking techniques and stuff, fun stuff like that. But welcome and thank you for being here. Are you doing every step right, love? The way you cook? I'm just cooking. You know what I mean? This is what essential cooking is like. So, and if I am a cooking channel, let me know if you want me to do more cooking, and I will bring more cooking to the game. How about that? All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna put my chicken in here. Easy peasy. Wash my hands yet again. Okay. So I got the chicken in here. No, I said you're doing everything, right? Yeah, I'm doing everything. Yeah, I'm not relying on anybody else. And today we are making Italian Parmesan chicken soup. We'll see how it goes. All right. And then I'm going to take my bone broth and I'm going to add it into the pot. And I'm normally, the biggest thing with me is I like to stay organized and I like to stay clean in the kitchen. So I got this at Aldi's and I paid about $1.55 for this. It says pour the entire contents in here. Four cups. That's a lot. Next, let's season this a little bit. Like I said, shop my pantry. I'm gonna put some seasoning. I'm gonna put some garlic powder. I don't measure anything, I just put it in. What's for dinner? For dinner, we're making Italian Parmesan chicken soup. Somebody in my house isn't feeling very well, so I'm going to be making some chicken soup for that person. My husband, basically. He's got a little bit of a cold. Let me get a knife. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize this was brand new. Had not opened it yet. There we go. And then I'm going to put this packet of seasoning in there. I've had a cold for 2 days, and you could use some, right? Some nice home-cooked chicken. Tell me about it. Okay, we're going to put the Italian dressing in here. I'll put the, I'll link the recipe, guys, when I'm done with the live. I'll just put everything in there, and I'll just list everything for you. All right? Hello. I'm sorry that you haven't been feeling well. So anyway, let's keep going. So that's it. I got that in there. And basically it says, garlic powder, salt and pepper. Got to get my salt and pepper in there. The price on this dish is going to be $2.42 per serving. I absolutely love that. I'm going to have to get another one of these because this is almost out. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on this. And I'm going to select my cooking. Oh, let me plug it in. Duh! Get her plugged in. All right, let's go. Let's go. And then I'm just going to select the time that I'm going to cook. I think I'm going to go 8 hour. All right, so we're going to start. That's it. That's all I have to do. I already hit it for 8 hours, and it's going to start heating up, and it's going to cook for the rest of the day. And that, thus far, is the extent of my meal. I'm just going to let that simmer. I'm going to check on it in about 2 hours, and then I'm going to stir in everything and get that soup rocking. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but you know what? So far, chat hasn't let me down. So this is my ChatGPT, shop my pantry, load what I have in the chat. Chat gives me a recipe, tells me the breakdown of what it's going to cost, shopping my own refrigerator and shopping my pantry, and I go from there. So I hope this helps. I'm going to let this live go for a little bit until a few more hours later on tonight, and I'll do a follow-up and we'll see how it goes. But I have a lot of trust in this, and I'm going to finish it off later tonight, so I'll see you then. You guys take care and have a great day.